New at 5, the driver of this car tells 7 News his car was being crushed and he heard it snapping. And when you see these pictures, it's amazing. He and his wife were able to get out alive. 7 News reporter Lance Hernandez talking to the survivors. And Lance, it was an out-of-control big rig that seemed to slam into them.
John, the truck crushed that car up against the guardrail and spilled its load of lumber all over the highway. You can see the debris field stretch for about a quarter of a mile. Now, I spoke with the survivors while they were waiting for a plane at DIA. They told me by phone they feel lucky to be alive.
Car sounded like it was in a junkyard compactor. You know, you could hear the crunching. I thought for sure they were going to pull us out of there like sardines.
A harrowing experience for the Minnesota couple who was in this car. And for the truck driver who told authorities he lost oil pressure in the truck, the engine seized, and that cut off his brakes and horn. Justin Knapp says he started swerving to avoid as many cars as possible. Albert and Julie Watkins says the truck fishtailed at high speed into their rental car, shoved it up against a guardrail, and dropped a load of lumber on top.
The car was being crushed and we heard it snapping.
I didn't hear any brakes.
Richard Gorman lives at the base of the highway. He told 7 News that what he did hear was a loud roar and a sliding, grinding sound.
I looked out my window and up the hill, and there's just this big plume of dust, and it just keeps coming.
He says he hiked up to the highway but was afraid to look inside the car, afraid he might see carnage. But the Watkins were already standing outside, shaking and grateful to be alive.
Our angels are very busy today because we are here.
Gorman says he asked the couple if they needed anything and chuckled at their reply.
I wanted to know where you rented a car in Georgetown, and I kind of explained to her we don't have a car rental place in Georgetown.
Now, that accident shut down both lanes of eastbound I-70 for about an hour this morning. It took work crews several more hours to remove all that lumber and debris from the highway. Miraculously, there were no injuries. I'm Lance Hernandez reporting.